slight doubt, sure that you use your extension, unless you can check them if you've used it or not. Not seen you for a week. Welcome to the Supreme Pool Series, event number 3, the Supreme Masters. Joining me is Neil Raybone. Hi Neil.
Ollie.
You've been playing well recently, haven't you? I've noticed you've played well in the week in the Premier League.
Yeah, I've been playing well. I've been putting some practice in for the event, and obviously it's my local club, so I'm off for a good weekend this weekend.
And your draw, have you looked at your draw?
I've got Seb Webb first match, 12:30 on the stream table, so I don't tend to look too far because the field's that strong really. So.
Yeah, I know. I tried to buy in the Calcutta, so I was quite happy with your draw. So we'll see how you do against Seb.
Yeah.
First match up, we have Scott Gillespie, winner of event 1, against Mark Boyle. So battle of the Scots. How do you see that one going, Neil?
It's a very tough match really. Obviously you got the champion of the first event against, in my opinion, one of the best players on this tour. So it's a very tough match really. I wouldn't like to have a bet on it, to be honest. I think if I had to pick a winner, I probably would slightly favour Mark, just because I think he's very good in the balls, but obviously Scott's got a really good break. So.
Yeah, I mean, Scott came through the World Rules side and won one of the events. Now we're on to the Black Bull, and obviously Mark didn't. I mean, he doesn't play World Rules, so to come onto the Black Bull rules, he'll feel more comfortable.
Yeah, definitely, and Mark's been playing well as well, and like I say, I think they're in for a really good match, and it just shows the standard of the tour that the very first match on the stream is these two players really. So. Okay,
well we won't keep you much longer. We'll get on with the action. There's plenty of live matches. There's 4 stream tables. I know there's Shane Thompson playing. I forgot who he's playing now.
Jimmy Croxton.
Jimmy Croxton. That'll be a cracking match. So tune into the matches, and we'll be back for interviews throughout the weekend. See you later, folks.
So we're underway with Mark Boyle and Scott Gillespie. I'm joined in the commentary box by Neil Raybone.
Hello everyone.
Yeah.
So how do you see this match going then, Ben?
To be honest with you, I've bet Goobsy, but only for the pure fact of the odds, because I think it's a 50-50, so go for the value.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I just said to Lee in the studio that I actually said I wouldn't like to have a bet on this match because obviously you got the champion of the first event against, in my opinion, one of the best players on the tour.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So I think the viewers are in for a treat. Really, this is the first match on the stream this weekend.
Definitely. Mark with his big break as per usual. Change going straight on from the cup break.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I've actually played Mark probably 3 times in the last couple of months, really, and I never played him before, like for years.
Right.
And I've noticed that he has been hitting the front ball, but I think sometimes he does actually switch. If he doesn't have so much success with the front ball, he'll start hitting the cup break.
Yeah, because that cup break he's got is an absolute weapon, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely, and to be honest, he's probably the best cup break I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that he changed. So he's on yellows here.
But
Got a bit of work to do.
What I'd like to say is obviously the league commentator this weekend, Nick Finn. He's actually in hospital at the moment, but I believe he's doing well.
Yeah.
And hopefully he'll be back for the next event.
He had an operation, and I think something to do with his knee, I think he said.
Yeah.
I did see him asking about box sets to watch whilst
really?
he was off. Yeah, while he's on bed rest.
I'm sure we'll be watching the pool.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing how bad the job we're doing this weekend instead. It's a great shot from Mark there. He looks ready to go this morning, doesn't he?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously be looking to pop the yellow now, screw to the side rail, take the one down the rail, and then I'll probably look to take the long black.
Yeah, perfect. Govey Gill 1-0 up on Sam Mills. Another one in the accumulator this morning. Told me after I bet on him that he split his ferrule last night, so he's using his braking cue instead.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, perfect.
I mean, what I would say is obviously this event is black ball, and
Yeah.
I know
He struggled with the world, didn't
Yeah,
he? Forgot to nominate a couple of times.
Yeah, well, Mark's obviously, struggle, like you say, struggle with the world rules, but I fully expect him to do much better in the next two events.
Definitely. This is rule set, isn't it? So back on the IPA a little while back when he was winning everything.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. But I would say is I do think the standard of the tour is that high that I don't think the rules will actually come into it that much.
No. It's a good shot there. Boyle off to a flyer. Break dish. Not a bad start.
No, that's definitely the start you need, obviously, just to get yourself into the match really.
Keep
and,
Scott in his seat.
Yeah. And I do think the early frames in the match are really important to obviously get your confidence going.
Yeah, they're always sometimes a bit tetchy. Like last night, Rob Bourne and Paul Riley, it was quite a tetchy sort of couple of frames, and mistakes were being made and letting the other player back in, which obviously Paul come out on top last night. I think it was quite close in the end, 21-19 or 21-18.
How was it?
Yeah. So what's your view on the shark rack?
I love it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think for what it's actually designed for, to obviously get the balls touching, I think it's absolutely perfect. I think if there is one downfall
Getting it out.
he's obviously getting it out. But obviously, in terms of, because there's referees here all weekend, he's not really an issue. But for what it's designed for, and obviously getting all the balls touching, it's perfect, really. And
you did notice that in the breaks last night, they're absolutely splitting everywhere.
Yeah. And what I would say is I think Scott's got a really good break.
Yeah.
And so he's obviously got quite a lot of firepower in
Yeah,
terms
exactly.
of his break dish ratio.
When you've got two top players like this, it is all quite a lot on the break.
Yeah.
And again, look, he's got a nice split there, I think. No problem getting the shark rack out of there.
No.
Yeah, I did notice that they were both getting it taken out last night as soon as they broke. So no matter where. So obviously, I don't think they're too comfortable playing over the shark rack.
What's your thoughts on it, Ben? The shot? How do you like it yourself?
I only used it when we come up to the last event, but it was breaking lovely. But I did get a bit tired of trying to get it out myself after, because when you're not on the stream tables, you got the refs. You haven't got the refs, sorry. So, but yeah, it's a good shot there from Scott.
Yeah, very good shot.
Could be break dish galore where he keeps splitting.
He's got two options now. He could either try and pot the yellow and remove the black off the side rail, or he could just take it long last shot.
Yeah, personally, I'll be trying to move it, I think. Just a little nudge up over the middle.
So it looks like he decided not to move the black, and I think the reason for that is that obviously the white would have finished more or less where the black was, and it didn't leave him great on his yellow.
Yeah, he would have been dropping the white, be coming further back down the table, leaving the position off the last yellow up top, but a little bit harder to get on the other awkward yellow. Bit of a tricky one to get over to the black off that last yellow in the middle.
Yeah, it's not easy, yeah, because obviously the red's obstructing the yellow a little bit.
It's come a bit low, hasn't he?
Yeah, and that was a problem with that shot, really, that he was always going to overdo it, because if he
Underdo
underdo
it, snooker,
he
he can't get on it, yeah. Oof. Bit too much top on it there.
Yeah, there wasn't much
Been
room to obviously
no.
go around. So it's very tough black now. Yes,
Yeah.
very tough shot that was.
1, 2 and 10, I think.
Yeah. I mean, as a player now, when I'm playing in these matches now, I always feel that when Mark's obviously come to the table, he can't afford to lose these frames in matches.
No, necessity's got to be winning these ones.
Because what tends to happen is if Mark loses his frame, Scott actually forgets he missed the black.
Yeah, and he grows in confidence.
Yeah.
Tricky little first pot here though, in the draws. He's got to hit it with some pace to get it out a bit. Yeah. Now it should be a foregone conclusion really that he takes these out and doubles his lead.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I did say to Lee in the studio, I did say if I had to have a bet, I know you've had Goobsy, but I would slightly favour Mark.
Yeah.
But it is a very close match, really.
Is that either of them? Oh. Well, Goobsy's been let off there.
Yeah, he has. And this is the thing now, if he pots the black, he completely forgets he's missed the first
And
black.
he remembers that Mark's just missed that relatively easy red. I did think he hadn't left it perfect off the one off the bottom. He should have hit it a little bit harder to get a bit higher off the first red he potted.
Yeah.
It's going over to top left. It's a great pot.
Yeah, great shot.
Mark's been punished for his mistake. Scott not for his. So in the other games at the moment, we've got Toby Bolt 1-0 up on Andrew McKee. Adam Marlowe 1-0 up on Richard King. Max Nosko 1-0 up on Ross Smith. Sam Bircher 1-0 up on Craig Brown. And Dom Cooney 1-0 up on John Chapman at the moment. God, I didn't realise Mark was wearing a glove.
Yeah, I actually played him recently in the IPA event, and he wore it that weekend as well. And I think it's a relatively new thing.
Yeah, it can get quite hot down there, so I was contemplating it, but I'm not sure I could pull off the glove, to be honest.
I think it definitely helps with, especially with the brake, because
Yeah.
obviously you need to like
Smooth.
push a
isn't it?
cue through quicker.
Yeah. Oh, double it.
Yeah, so that's nice to see that.
Good
Obviously,
sportsmanship there, yeah.
Yeah, Mark scored it on himself there.
Because I didn't think it was.
No, at first glance, I didn't think it was either. Obviously, it's going to cost him the frame now because obviously Scott's just going to pick the white up and not the red away from the yellow first shot.
Yeah, down the
go
rail.
reds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh.
But I can imagine, obviously they're being quite good friends, obviously both from Scotland.
Yeah. So you wouldn't want that between you if he did think he fouled. And
Yeah.
Yeah, let it come to light. I had one recently in a comp. The lad I'm actually sharing with, he double-hit a ball and didn't admit it.
Oh, did he?
But yeah, just sort of got past it and said, you know what, don't worry about it. So I thought at first glance he'd hit the red out a little bit too far.
Yeah, well, I think I would have played the actual red
Red
rather
itself,
than the yellow.
yeah, that's what I thought, yeah. But relatively straightforward here, obviously apart from the queuing.
Yeah, I think he's just obviously got to take care now. They're obviously quite easy really.
Yeah, you just got to keep your concentration for them, though, haven't you? That's where you usually make the mistakes on the easy ones.
So it looks like he's going to pot the red
Into the top right.
in top right, and pot the left. The pot the red in the left.
In the right middle,
right
and then
middle,
drop it down the bottom right. Yeah. Big pocket down there as well.
He's actually screwing back.
Mm.
To be honest, it didn't really make a difference which way he went, really.
No.
But
Just thinking, is he going to run this through off the cushion into the top and just then drop the red in the middle, or is he going red in the middle first?
I think he might go middle first.
It's got a bit of an angle, though, hasn't he? Yeah. See, just drop it off the cush. Oh. Right.
It's
I need to stop
careless.
saying they're foregone conclusions. I think I'm jinxing it here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's surprising, really. Obviously, you've got obviously the winner of event one, and then obviously one of the best players on the tour, and they've missed like
Couple
two
of
easy
easy
pots
balls,
you
yeah.
never expect. I suppose it is 10 o'clock in the morning, so
Yeah, exactly. Probably not had their coffee yet.
No. Who have you got yourself, Ben? First match?
Sean Chipperfield.
Okay.
So yeah, tough game, but I think it's going to be quite open, which is the way I like to play. So
Yeah.
tactics, let him go and see what I'm left with, to be honest.
Do you play much black ball yourself? Or?
Yeah, I was on the IPA for a bit, and that's mainly what I play now. I used to play world rules all the time, but to be honest, I haven't got the head for the tactics anymore. It's just want to pop balls really. So yeah, just find them a bit drawn out, and everything down my way now is black balls. So yeah, you got the famous Seb Webb, haven't you?
I have, yeah. The Monster X found money in all the eight ball.
Are you going to cut the power?
I'll try my best.
Yeah, it got cut last weekend, didn't it? I think.
Yeah, I've only played. I think I've only played Seb once before, and I think I won like 8-4, 8-5. But I remember being like 3-0 there in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, he's a very good player when he's floating.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
If it's all coming off and the flicks are coming off, you're in trouble. But if it's not, you're going to get a visit most frames. Quite slow going. The scores on there. Still all 1-0s. Played 3 frames in it. Hello. This must not be updating. She's got Batten's 2-0 up on Mark Fleming.
So this simple black, as it should be.
Yes.
The 2-1.
Yeah, Scott will be ruining his mischance there. It's early doors yet still, but
It is early doors, but the kind of chances that have been missed, you want to make sure you get them because it can affect your confidence throughout the match.
exactly. Yeah, you're always second guessing yourself.
But I do think that Scott breaks the balls as well as anyone really.
Yeah.
So I do think he does generate a lot of chances for himself within matches.
Just off the break. Yeah. I think that's one apiece, isn't it, though, in bad mistakes early, so. Patterns in again.
Gillespie to break, trailing 1 frame to 2. Time running.
Oh, yeah, it's the shot clock in the main arena, isn't it?
Yeah.
45 seconds. Give them a clout. A little bit awkward, though. Thinking Reds, play the one over the top left, clear the top right bag.
Yeah. He could pop the red off the pocket.
Yeah.
Bring the white out and then play the red off the yellow.
Yeah, to clear the right top pocket and then.
And then the red next to the yellow on the other side then goes. But yeah, there is some work to be done. It's a lot harder than his last finish.
Yeah. Oh, don't remind me of that one.
You probably get these.
Hey, I'm not saying a thing.
10 seconds. Extension called.
So I think that's what he's looking at now, potting this red and leaving the correct angle to play the red off the yellow.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he needs to take his time with it. It's a delicate shot. Could be a frame winner. Oh. Or not. Well, I suppose this must go in the right middle, and then he's coming down to play the lower half of the table, get it cleared.
He looks quite thin though, so obviously if he pots the red in the middle, he looks like
Could be going towards the in-off as well.
Yeah, I'll do well to hold for the red at the bottom of the table.
So yeah, he's gonna have to give it a bit of stun, or no, he's not. Well, back double. I think that is in terms what you call no man's land. I think that red pass up there, yeah. So tricky cut over here into the top right, but then he's going down. He's got natural angle to go down, hasn't he?
Yeah.
But he's guessing a little bit with the white. Oh, he's had a nice little flick there.
There's still some work to be done.
Yeah, I'm thinking, are you playing sort of with a bit of top to just cannon yellow onto red, or are you stunning across? It's quite an angle, isn't it, I think, to try and hold it.
But he might even have the angle to just play plain ball and come off to the bottom rail, side rail, and no, he didn't.
See, that was the problem with playing the stun. I thought you had to hit it quite hard. Bit of a bounce.
Yeah, he's struggling now, to be honest.
Wow. Big cut with a load of left-hand side.
You'd obviously just need a lot of luck, though.
Yeah. I'm thinking if you go with left-hand side, it might, cut up. It depends how it reacts off Kush, but I thought you could have gone up towards the yellow. Play the red in middle. Yeah, he's reaching here, isn't he? Not quite clicking for Scott at the moment.
No.
Chasing.
Yeah, it was a tricky finish from the start of the frame, but
yeah, I just don't understand why he didn't drop down and rather than play the back double, play the ball straight over to clear the pocket.
yeah.
Because obviously he had more control with the white ball.
So I think these are the good things about these rules. There's always pressure to say you finish out, because
Yeah.
obviously in world rules now,
Cover the bag.
goes for the yellow and covers the pocket. He's still like good favourite potentially to win the frame. Whereas
these, you can play the skill.
yeah, so there's still quite a bit of pressure, because I don't think he's actually come down as far as he wanted. But you still fancy him to get in. But
Yeah. Didn't think that was in there.
no, he looked quite wide, didn't he? When he hit it.
Yeah, they were saying last night about how generous the pockets were on it for the money. Obviously, where it's been recovered at the rail. I think Paul had a couple up the rail that hit the cushion and just at the right pace, and it just dropped.
What's your overall thoughts of the Supreme Series, then, Ben?
Well, like I said, I bought onto it from the last tour onwards, so obviously I got the grand final included, but it's just a great setup. It is amazing, to be fair, and obviously all the best players in the world are here. It's just, just a privilege to sort of get in there and play against them and sort of try your luck, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it is, and obviously the prize money is amazing. You look at the grand final, I think it's going to be really interesting, especially with the Supreme rules. Not really looked at them yet, to be honest.
No, neither have I. I think they are like Chinese 8-ball rules, so if you got any experience of them, they'll be very, very similar, I believe.
Yeah, well, yeah, like I say, it could suit some of the players that have played them then before. Shane Potts, he's not in it.
Yeah. I don't think he doesn't play at all English pool
No.
now. He just plays Chinese 8-ball.
Yeah. Foregone conclusion now.
Yeah.
Mark Boyle to go 3-1 up. See, this is the thing, isn't it? At this level, if you don't take your chances, you're going to get punished.
Yeah,
It
definitely.
can go either way with these two, and so it's going the way of Mark Boyle at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing is obviously it's first to 11, and there is obviously time, but
You don't want to be letting him race off.
no, the early exchanges are important, because in this standard of field, there's always going to be frames where you're not going to have a look in any frame.
Yeah,
So-
exactly, with the breaks the way they're going.
Yeah, so those frames that are in the balance, they're in the balance or tactically, or you've missed the ball. They're obviously quite important, because there's going to be a number of frames in matches where you're not going to have a shot.
Yeah. So you got, when you do get the shot, you got to take your chance.
But yeah, I have noticed that Mark obviously uses a glove, which I think is a relatively new thing, and a brake cue as well, because I think a couple of years ago, maybe last year, the year before, when he was doing really well in the IPA, he wasn't.
No, he was braking with his own cue, wasn't he?
His own cue, yeah.
But obviously with the side brake, you can do that. Obviously, you don't want to be hammering them head on with your own cue. Well, I do, but
I do as well.
yeah, I got slightly bigger tip now. It's about 8.5, so it's not the end of the world. My old cue is about 7.5, so didn't
really?
fancy that one. Yeah.
But he does brake well with his cue. Not sure if he's like lighter or something, so he can accelerate through the ball quicker. But he definitely does brake well with it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of the Scottish lads with them. Mark Fleming's got one of them as well, I think. Straight back. Bit of an unlucky not with the white back at the table, but he's in play again.
So it's a good break. Obviously, he wants to go reds, but
Yeah, I'm thinking cut it back into the left middle.
I think that's definitely the shot, yeah, because even if he just pots a red, he's still like big favourite to win the frame, where the yellows are.
Could you play it off of the red to
Not
knock that out? It's
Yeah,
quite low, isn't it?
Yeah, it seems a bit far away, I think. I'd be surprised if he goes yellows though.
Extension called.
Yeah, just as we thought. Reds. And again, another frame-winning chance here for Mark. One awkward red, I think. That's about it.
I mean, he could actually like pot the red and the bottom round there, pot the
Play
red,
the red into the middle.
and then play the plant.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. See whether Mark's on the same wavelength. I think he is. So now you play what, the lower one?
Yeah, play the lower one, and then.
Do you try and play it to keep the red below, like near the middle? Play it low side of the yellow or high?
Yeah, low side of the yellow. Yeah, so the yellow goes up towards the top of the table
And leaves the red over the middle.
He's not necessarily got to play hard. I don't think he could just like roll it in really, and then he could try and leave himself on the red.
Yeah. So I always like hitting these a little bit harder, so I know it's going to bounce off the cushion. Whereas if you go dead weight, it might not bounce. Yeah, like you say, it's not a. No bounce off any cushion. So now he's just got to roll round off two or screw down off one.
Yeah, I think ideally then he wanted to get on the red
On the
near the
awkward
pocket.
one. Yeah, it's a little bit trickier. It's quite a tight little space he's got to aim for, isn't it? To be perfect. Ideally in between the yellow and the black.
Yeah.
Overdo it, you're snookered. Underdo it, you're hampered and awkward on the black. Yeah, looks, was he running through? Oof.
Sounded a bit heavy, that did.
Yeah, well, I thought he might be whipping it round off of side and bottom. So it's a bit hard to control, but this isn't a gimme by any stretch of the imagination. Oof. See, I thought he left himself a bit awkward there.
It was a tough shot that was, to be fair.
Yeah, still got the pocket though. So you go and game here. Drop the snooker, obviously with it being over a pocket, but I think it's not really that many easy. If you do drop a snooker on the.
Yeah, it's not that easy to get a good
That's where
snooker.
he's looking.
Really.
See,
Yeah.
I think that's the best place he can go because, unless he's coming out the jaws, I don't think there's really any options to get across unless he's got a monster swerve on him, which he might well have.
Yeah, it's one of them. Obviously, the caliber of players that are in this tour, you don't really want a snooker
No.
if there's an opportunity where they.
The only thing I would say as well, though, with obviously the tables being reclothed, they do slide, so it is a hell of a lot harder to judge coming out of snookers.
I mean, all I can really say is if Scott's playing the snooker here, he's very confident that
there's
there's no easy way to escape.
Yeah, see, I thought that, that's the shot. Like I said, I think maybe he can't be bending that. The yellow's too far down, surely.
Needs to bend it late. Yeah, I think it is on. He got to hit it quite soft, so the swerve
takes later.
Yeah.
Either that, like I said, or Christ. We went far away.
I think he's possibly hit it too hard, to be honest. So like it's swerved before it's got to the yellow.
Yeah.
But it was a very tough shot. Yeah.
So Scott here with a free visit. So we got some results. Well, scores at the moment. Dylan Leary 6-0 up on Gary Clark. Jimmy Croxton 3-2 up on Shane Thompson. Neil Rayburn giving it a fist pump there. No, I've got Jimmy as well. I think Shane's been struggling a little bit after his money match last week. Which obviously he said he just didn't feel comfortable at all out there. Which sometimes can happen, but I don't think he's felt it before from what he said.
Who did Shane play?
Fitzsimons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I think, you know, like, I think Shane said he got down on the first ball and he just wasn't comfortable and he just wasn't all game. So I've had it once before, but he said he's never had it, so obviously it was just sort of a bit of a shock to the system for him.
Yeah. He's got quite a good record, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Simon
he's
in
beat
matches.
Simon in Manchester, yeah.
Beat John McAllister for money before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's beat Carla Donahue. But the thing is, I think Simon was saying he struggles to get the back in up there. And some of the players he's beaten, he can only raise £5,000-6,000, you know?
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
You've got Seb Webb who can raise £21,000, you know? It's a bit all about the area, I suppose, you come from, isn't it? You've got Jack Whelan 3-1 up on Carl Sutton, Govey Gill 3-2 up on Sam Mills, Rob Warren 4-3 up on Michael Smelt. JD 2-1 up on Neil Wren. Greg Batten giving Mark Fleming a battering, 5-0, unfortunately. So I was watching Fleming practice yesterday, mate. He was on fire. Practicing with Boyle, so I'm a bit surprised at that. Obviously, Greg's a quality player.
So 3-2 now in this match. It's not the high standard we expected from the start, but it's obviously you know, it's not easy like first match.
Early doors, yeah. You always want to get your first round out of the way, don't you?
Yeah, the first match is really important because obviously it's a long way back.
If
you
you're going to
lose
lose
your first match.
I've never lost a first round game here, so I'm hoping that comes into play today. 4-1 against Chipperfield, so we'll see how it goes.
Well, I actually did decent the first event. I lost in the quarters, and then the last event I lost my first 2 matches.
Oh God!
So
who did you have in the last 2 first rounds?
I had a tough draw, to be honest. I had Carl Morris.
Oh yeah.
11-9. It was a good match. He played really well, and then I went to loser section and drew Craig Marsh first match.
It's like Max Nosko's last one. He had Dunster, I think, first round, and he lost, and he had Farnsworth. You know, I think at one point he was trying to arrange a money match up here rather than come here. I think he just thought the draw was ridiculous.
It just shows the standard of the tour.
Oh yeah, you've got the losers side, the first round losers side. You've got Craig Marsh, Mark Farnsworth. It's just insane, isn't it? Jeremy Hooper is 3-2 down to Lee Clough at the moment. It looks like it's a good game.
Scots to break, trailing 2 frames to 3. Time running.
I don't think he'd be trailing 2-3 for much longer for that break.
Another very good break, yeah. Every time Scott breaks, I always expect him to pot a ball, to be honest.
Yeah, it's just a monster, isn't it?
Is that something you work on when you break, or?
To be honest, I just give him a clout.
Oh really?
Yeah, I just go I just screw straight back, quite similar to what Scott does and Mark do. Just screw straight back and just give him quite a hit. What about you? Do you work on it?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, my breaks got a lot better over the years. I mean, it's probably been one of my downfalls to a little bit why I've not won as much as probably, in my opinion, I should have won really. But because I do lose a lot of matches sometimes when I dry break a lot.
Yeah.
But it's something I'm a lot better than what I used to be. But yeah, I think it's like a big, it's a massive part of the game.
It can kill you, can't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I do break pretty well anyway, so it's never really been that much of an issue. Obviously, you're going to go dry on occasion. You can't help it. It's just sort of the way the game goes. But is he going here? It's awkward yellow. Chasing again.
Yeah. He's struggling, isn't he, Scott?
Yeah.
Mark could just be looking to the 2 reds that are together near the black. He'll probably just be looking to like
clip off
clip
one.
off that, yeah.
And that's a lot behind it.
And I don't think it's the end of the world if he actually leaves the yellow next to the red, because he has to free the ball then.
Yeah. Keep going.
Playing it, That's not a good shot.
Just thinking that anywhere but on the cushion. Because he's struggling now, isn't he, to get it safe, really. Well, jacking up. Can go anywhere, this. Yeah, see, he's not left. He's left him on, hasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, you can pop the yellow past the red, and then he
Skill
can
shot.
run through and pop the red over the corner.
I was thinking maybe even try and stun across off the yellow, nudge the red, and sort of move the pocket so he can play the double off the awkward one. See. So what, has he left himself the right angle here to top through and nudge it out?
Yeah, possibly, yeah.
Greg Batten 6-0 up. Oh, I tell you what, is he screwing this in off the top cushion, knock it out?
Yeah, well, he's looking at a double, but he must be tight past that red.
Yeah, we can't really see, can we? Well, there it goes. It does look, it looks in the path, I think, but it looks a little bit high, doesn't it? Must go. But then I think he left himself too straight here, hasn't he?
He'll have to screw it in, yeah.
But then what, leave yourself a long black?
A long black, yeah.
Reach in again like he had earlier. Yeah, it did go. It's a great shot.
Good shot.
Black ball shootout.
I've had a few of them in my time.
I've not been in one yet, to be fair.
They're not good.
Did you win?
The first one I played, I won.
Yeah.
It was on the IPA
Shot.
tour. I think it was the first one I played. I won 25-23 or 25-24 against Simon Ward.
Not many balls missing.
And then, I remember the one he potted at like 6 or 7. We were 6 or 7 each. He's potted. He's gone for it in the corner pocket. He's gone knuckle and gone in the other one.
Oh no!
But it counted.
Yeah. See, I think that should be erased. I think if you're going for it, that's you nominate the pocket. I think that would make because if you do get the flukes, I think one of them in the Chinese 8-ball where they've had a shootout and they fluked it.
Shouldn't count, should it?
Well, no, it's not. That's all to do with skill, isn't it, and nerve, and if you're fluking balls.
Yeah.
So really, in theory, you could just hammer the ball around the table.
Yeah. I mean, that was a good one I was involved in, but I've been involved in some shockers, really. I remember playing Gaz pots in one, and we both missed 2 out of 5 each or something.
Blimey.
Yeah, so like...
You wouldn't think that, would you?
I've had a few shockers as well.
Who won it in the end?
Gaz won when he went to Sundef.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball to break. 3 frames all.
So I'm back to 3-all. We're wheeling.
It's a very good match, that is.
Yeah.
First match I rate, obviously, Jack was, world champion at Blackpool, and obviously I think Carl's a very good player.
Yeah, European champion.
Mm.
World. See, he's not hit that straight, has he? And he's still got a ball.
So he'll definitely be looking to go Reds.
Yeah, one awkward one.
Yeah, I think he'll
Play the plant now.
play the plant first shot. Yeah, pot the red that he's hitting first, and then he just needs to leave the correct angle on.
The one just above the awkward ball, wouldn't it? Just top through.
Top through, yeah. That's what he's looking at now. As long as he leaves the correct angle, he can't foul. Then not to basically clear up.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark Fleming's on the board. 6-1, Greg Batten. Come on, Flembo. he's opted to play it now. He's got the right angle. Ooh.
I thought he come down too far then, to be honest. But because he got down so quickly, I thought he was still okay.
I'm thinking now he could probably go around it clip off the one in middle, round off two, disrupt it. A bit, it's a bit of a chasing shot, but he's had a touch there.
Blind arm.
Yeah, so over the weekend there is going to be 71 stream games in total, obviously including quarters, semis and finals. So yeah, obviously stay tuned and you're going to be watching the best in the world battle it out and see who wins the £13,000 top prize. Neil's hoping he's there in the final battling it out.
It'd be nice, yeah.
Me and you, mate.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
I'll carve it up with you just to be generous. So.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, this is my local club, to be honest. I only live like 5 minutes away.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
So
yeah, it's not a bad venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lovely venue. Next, the arena's not normally there, is it?
No, there's usually snooker tables in this room, yeah.
Yeah, it does well to have this in here.
So it's good finish from Mark especially when he missed the correct cannon he needed to play to obviously.
Yeah, he had a little bit of luck when he went up and he flicked double kissed the red and it landed perfect. Got Mike King prying around the corner. Look, he's had a little bet, I'd imagine.
He looks a bit nervous.
Yeah, probably done Gillespie like me. What's that? It's only 4 for in it there. Yeah. Another break dish.
Who's your tips for the event the weekend then?
Well, do you know what? Funny enough, I was actually saying yourself yesterday.
Oh, no, curse me.
Yeah. Commentator's curse. No, I was thinking it yourself. And to be honest with you, I was looking past all of the sort of anything 16 to 1 and above. I was just I was just trying to look for a bit of value. You got Ben Davies at 20 to 1, but obviously I think the only issue with that is I think it does get quite hot in that other room.
Yeah.
So obviously, it just depends how people deal with it. So
yeah, Ben's definitely a great bet at those odds.
Yeah, 20 to 1.
We played in the Premier League on Wednesday, and Ben struggled a bit on Wednesday, but he's a class player, and obviously he plays Blackball. He's obviously the current Blackball world champion.
So you can't discredit him.
No, not at all. No. I think Jordan Shepherd's a good bet as well because the rules. His mentality to be a lot better just knowing it's Blackball.
Yeah.
And I know he's not done very great in the first 2 events, but he just won the last pro event. And
yeah, I saw that actually.
He's I think he's a lot more comfortable playing Blackball.
Yeah, he's a great player. I think at times though he can be a bit loose, can't he? Which obviously against the tighter players can, but obviously if he's got everything coming off for him, he is different level.
Scott Gillespie to break, trailing 3 frames to 4. Time running.
Another thunderous break.
Yeah. There's not been a dry break in this match yet, has there?
No. And look at the yellows again.
So he'll be looking to clear the yellows at the top of the table, the 3 yellows, and then leave the correct angle.
I'm thinking, I think if you're going down, either playing, I would be playing the top 3 and then trying to get down on the bottom rail off of the last one, so then just drop that in, play the other one in middle, and so you just stun for the gap between the reds to play the black. But
Or we could leave the yellow long past
and
the yellow.
run it through the 2, yeah.
10 seconds. Extension call.
Yeah, it's got Max Nosko on Ross Smith 7-4 up. Gary Clark's having a bit of a resurgence, 6-2 down to Dylan Leary. Shane Thompson 4-3 up. Must have heard me. Rob Warren 6-5 up on Michael Smout. It's toe for toe at the moment. Still Jeremy Hooper, Lee Clough, 4-3 Lee Clough there. Clint 3-2 up on Ryan Milson. Dom Cooney 4-all with John Chapman. Ugh, he's gone to hit the red, hasn't he? Full ball. I was thinking if he just, did it go clean into the bottom, or is he? It does. I think he's more than likely going to hit the yellow, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, the finish is still there. I mean, he probably needs to pot this long yellow past the yellow and then leave the white near the middle pocket.
That's it. He's got the angle to come back down.
Yeah, and then pot the yellow and come off 2 rails.
Just depends where this lands, though, doesn't it? I think if he hits it quite thick, it'll just bounce off the bottom, push off the red and open it right up. Yeah, see, I think you have to go a bit harder, but is he on it still on the bottom, I believe? Yeah. So he's got to find some route here if he catches any of them reds.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously I said like screw to the middle, but I think the problem with that is he didn't actually know where the yellow next to the red was going.
Yeah, but that's what I'm thinking. If you screw it, you've got to hit it a bit harder, which I thought he might have done. Obviously, it would have kicked the red a bit further away, leaving yourself a bit more room for manoeuvrement down the bottom. He's not got near the pot. I don't think he was on it anyway. Sort of chances you just can't believe in Mark, though, isn't it? It's just you're asking for trouble.
Yeah.
Jack Whelan now 5-3 up on Carl Sutton from 3-all.
I can imagine that being a high standard match.
Yeah. Jack's known for his big break. I think he beat Mark, didn't he, in the first round this last event?
Yeah.
Up here, so on the stream as well. Not something you see from Mark Boyle very often.
No, definitely. But it's definitely the correct shot as well because
snookered from the top, trapped him on the bottom yellow.
There's only Mark who can lose his frame. No, Scott can't really win it.
No.
Total snooker. Time running.
I'll tell you what, a total might help him. He might be able to sneak in behind that top yellow.
Yeah.
Nah, didn't have enough angle. So he wanted to leave that near the pocket, I think, to try, if he does slip up and leave you a chance. Got a nice development opportunity.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. That's the thing with these rules. If you miss a finish with 1 or 2 balls left, you just struggle to win the frame because you can't play the DF.
No, exactly. Yeah.
It's always a battle to win the frame, really.
But obviously, it does incur the pressure of. Oh, that's a good shot from Mark. It does incur the pressure of only having one visit to clear up after the free shot. So if you've got 2 balls that are awkward and you can't get them both out in the first shot, you're still under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
So you want a big slide here off this. Oh, I did think he was going a bit wide there.
1 free shot, 1 visit.
Yeah, the only way it was sliding if he played it slow. But
Time running.
I think that last shot should cost Scott the frame. Mark will just obviously play the plans now.
Knock him out.
Yeah.
But you got to hit it top side, I think. The other one over the pocket, just so it doesn't stick in next to the other yellow.
Yeah, top side, yeah.
That's what he's looking at now, yeah. Just to glance it, sort of double kiss it almost over the pocket and leave the other red out. So if you come to the right-hand side of the red at the bottom, it's stick. Yeah, that's it. think he was still in trouble anyway, wasn't he, Scott, even if he did leave it.
So I think Mark will just be looking to, you know, pot the red in the middle there, pot the 2 reds at the top of the table, and then leave the 2 reds at the bottom table to get onto the black. So just a nice easy black now for Mark to take a 5-3 lead.
Frame, Mark Boyle.
So just a few latest scores for you. You can see that Jack Whelan's 6-3 up against Carl Sutton. Rob Warren's now 7-5 up against Michael Smout. Max Nosko's 8-5 up against Ross Smith. And Shane Thompson and Jimmy Coxon now 4 each.
Time running.
Another great break from Mark. He's got a bit of trouble down the bottom there in the white.
Yeah, I don't think there's any finish on here, Ben.
Nah. Yeah, I think he might just tuck up in beyond the red down there. Yeah, you don't really want either set, do you?
No. That's the problem sometimes. Sometimes you come to the table and you think if I pot a ball, I'm actually worse off because the other set becomes more favoured straight away.
Exactly. Exactly.
10 seconds.
Yeah, with the awkward red at the top and the awkward red by the black, it's not even worth potting a ball, I don't think. You could even play a shot to sort of try and entice Mark, sort of leave a ball on for him to try and entice, sorry for Scott, just to try and entice him to go for something.
Mark just walked around the table and looked where he wanted the
Cue
white for the red, so I think he's going, Ben.
Wow, I'm thinking here, if he plays this, he goes across into the top of the middle, the middle of the top cush. Yeah, see, he could have played the red down the bottom or played it in the left middle, and then he's only got 1 hard ball. But that would have been some clearance. See, now I think you're screwing back, getting it out, and
Yeah.
now Scott's having a go. Show Mark how he could have done it. Jimmy Croxton 4-all with Shane Thompson. Rob Bourne 7-5 up on Michael Smout now. 6-3 Jack Whelan, rolling them off. Did walk past the table a second ago, and
10 seconds.
oh, we got some comments. Who's the favourite for the tournament? Who do you think, Neil?
Like I said, I don't think the rules come into the play that much, really. So
No.
I still think probably Mikkel's still favourite for the event.
Yeah. But it's hard to back at 2-1 or 3-1,
3 to
whatever.
1. What I saw was 3 to 1. Not sure what Mickey's now, but he was 3 to 1.
I've seen the Irish lad online who was laying odds. I think he was 2-1.
Oh, was he?
He's gone in from 7-2, so obviously he's been heavily backed.
Yeah, I mean Mick's obviously favourite to win the event, but there's
So many players, if they're on their day, they can turn him over.
Definitely,
Like
yeah.
obviously Phil showed last event.
Yeah.
I was gutted last event. Nick Finn said to me, he goes, Phil Harrison, for any balls where he goes, there will be one event Phil Harrison wins. And he's 12-1 for every event, so if you back him and he wins one, your quid's in. And he went and won that one, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm not surprised that Phil's won the event.
The betting for this is with Jed Ronan, isn't it? If you're in the club, and I think there is Barry Huff who is offering online betting. I think Jed's unfortunately can't cope with the demand over the internet, obviously, because it's only him here. So unfortunately, people weren't getting bets on and stuff, which obviously wasn't good for him and wasn't good for the people that wanted the bet. So yeah, Jed Ronan, if it's in the club and if it's online, I think it's Barry Huff. Or if you've got friends that are at the venue, just transfer them some money and get them to get a bet on. You've got betting slips now, so it's like the good old days. I thought you missed that.
I mean, if anyone's got any questions for me or Ben, just put them on the chat and we'll do our best to answer them for you.
Hello from Greece. What is the rules on this game? Black ball rules. Neil can probably explain black ball rules a bit better than I can.
Yeah, so black ball rules, I believe they've been about a while. I mean, I predominantly come up from a world rules background, really, but I actually prefer the black ball rules, and they're more attacking set of rule set. The main difference is really, Ben, like from black ball to world rules, is obviously the skill shots.
Yeah, and obviously the DF and in world.
Yeah, and the 2 shots don't carry.
Yeah, which I said, obviously, even if you do give 2 shots, but you're not necessarily out of the frame.
No.
But you're not allowed to deliver a foul.
You're not allowed to deliver a foul.
Even though I think there has been a few dubious ones in the past. Good hit there.
But I think from a player skills view,
yeah, and obviously the DF and in world.
Opponent, 2 shots don't carry. To finish in the black ball.
Yeah,
which
I said, obviously, even if you do give 2 shots, but you're not necessarily out of the frame.
You've lost the frame of world rules.
If they go for it and miss. Yeah.
I actually prefer the black ball rules, and the more attacking setup.
Keith Brewer-esque. Gone back in up there, just developing. I think Scott can go here.
Yeah, there's definitely a finish on here. He's got to play a couple of good shots. So.
Gary Clark back 6-5 down from 6-0 down.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. John Chapman 6-5 up on Don Goody now.
I think Scott's got 2 options here. He can either run the red over the pocket and get the pocket, or he can pot it, and he's got to leave the correct angle. But
to off the other one to dislodge it.
Yeah, leave the red next to the yellow. He's not come
not
far
high
enough.
He's got another bite of the cherry here, though, hasn't he?
I mean, how I would play that shot as well, I'd literally just pop the red and like gently touch into the red and leave the red on the rail.
Yeah.
So then then that red's then your last ball because you've got a straight black in the corner.
Yeah, very true. Just to run it down the rail and then put it in the left corner.
I think that's what he possibly should. He possibly would have played just.
I don't know. Is he on this? Yeah, he is.
It looks like he's going to play quite hard though.
Just stun it out. I think if you go stun it out and sort of hit it 2/3 of the ball, your white's still coming up, so you're on the middle or the bottom one.
The black does go in the corners, or
Yeah,
does he,
exactly.
where he's passing the red?
So yeah, it's just a little punch and just make sure it comes out enough. Because if he doesn't hit it hard enough, that's what he's looking at now to give himself a better angle, I think. But he's going for it now. Oh, to be fair, I don't know if it goes from there.
It looks like he's like trying to swerve it to pot it.
Which means you're obviously not going to get the bottom in it and leave yourself stuck in there, which I don't think he wants. He's under it that as well again. Is he going round into it, or is he just coming up again? He's left himself perfect now, I think.
Yeah, that was his last opportunity. He tried to get that ball 3
Last
times.
chance saloon, third time lucky.
It's a big shot in the context of the match, though, really. 5-4, 6-3.
I'm thinking, it's all right. I was thinking if you just give it a gentle nudge, quite a big bag up the top, isn't it? It's not, there is room for missing it up there, but so maybe the must have a bit too much angle. He must be going right side, so he's got to screw it back. Yeah, awkward queuing. Yeah, again another ball miss that he can't be missing. I think he's gonna get dropped in behind this black nicely now.
Yeah, or he could roll to the 2 yellows at the top of the table as well.
Yeah,
there's a few options.
I think.
Yeah, probably just like you say. I think they
clip off the yellow and go in between. I think.
Yeah, or you could clip off the yellow the other way and leave the white in the jaws, and then he blocks the black.
Yeah, good shot. Yeah. I'm always a bit touchy about playing shots like that. Go straight in.
There's a few options here, to be fair.
Yeah. They play like, yeah, that's tight. I thought for a minute he did it a bit thick, and it might, if it caught the yellow first, it was bouncing back out. He's in a world of trouble here. Deliberate foul?
I don't know if it was a way out of that one, somewhere. Mark would just probably be looking to put his red safe and then just go. He doesn't even need to put his red safe though. Really,
I'd be playing it onto the middle of the left top cush. Just nudge it down, then he's got a ball on the cush, and you've got. But or put it up there, yeah. I was just thinking you could have just cleared the top of the table a lot easier. I suppose it's a good shot, and if you did happen to miss, you got to be potting a double.
That's the thing. Sometimes with the rules, you can overthink the free shot
and leave yourself in more trouble.
Yeah, and you can go a bit negative sometimes as well.
Perfect.
Yeah, good shot, good control shot that was.
Mark Boyle looks like he means business this event. But he's just glad to see the back of the nominating off the break. Yeah. I think he did it twice, didn't he, where he didn't nominate. Lost him a couple of matches. I don't think he's very happy.
So 6-3 now, Mark Boyle.
Yeah, it's not the sort of lead you want to be giving him.
And he's getting to the stage of the match now where Scott needs to, win.
Start being a bit tighter. He's been quite not loose. He's just been a bit his white ball's not been quite there, and he's leaving himself too much with the pots he's got to pull off. And It's just not quite happening for him.
And that's the thing, you know, like the early chances that he had, you know, could affect him confidence-wise.
Yeah, definitely. So if you start well and you're taking everything that you're getting, obviously it's putting your opponent under pressure as well, knowing they can't miss. Otherwise, you're going to clear up.
Yeah.
Got Rob Warren on the hill, 10-5, bouncing back after his defeat last night to Paul Riley. Greg Batten 7-2 up on Mark Fleming. Dave McQuillan up 8-2 up on Kevin George. Max Nosko 8-7 up. He was 8-5. So he's got Ross Smith coming back at him. Don Cooney now flipped the one-frame lead on John Chapman. And Clint Ianson 6-2. Lee Clough, Jeremy's 4-all, which is Jeremy Hooper, world quarter-finalist, I think, a couple of years ago, or maybe last year.
I think he lost in the seniors of the World Championship as well.
Final, yeah. Twisty on it.
Twisty, yeah. I think that's our first dry break of the match.
Yeah, I think it was a couple of frames ago you said we hadn't had one yet.
Yeah.
We went 1 to 10 on with Jed to be a dry break next frame. Jack Whelan 8-4 on Carl Sutton now, getting away from him. This is what I mean. You got, you know, ex-world champions playing ex-European champions in the first round of a comp. Where do you ever see that? I think it's multiple as well. There's just so many good first round draws in this comp.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it just shows the standard of the tour. Obviously, the match we're commentating on there. You know,
This could be a final.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately not. It's going to be a very long road to the or last 16 for one of these players. It's looking like Scott at the moment, but hopefully he might be able to turn it around. That's come out quite nicely, hasn't it? Where's he going? Long? Into the bottom? I think if you go in the middle, I think you've got to hit it a bit. Quite a bit of pace, haven't you?
Yeah. Depends what kind of angle he's got, really. Obviously, if he's got the kind of angle where he can pot it long and then just stun out a little bit, he could possibly then play the yellow off the red or the yellow.
Yeah. The good thing with this shot clock as well, isn't it? They only warn you at the 10 seconds, don't they?
Yeah.
Which was oh god, let's get down and play my shot. He's playing it now, isn't he? Off of it.
I think he needed to be straight behind that, really, to play that
bit
shot.
more punch on it.
It's still a tough finish on reds. You know, you come to the table 6-3 down. You don't really want this finish 6-3 down.
No, reds are difficult. Just thinking, can he screw back off the one near the bottom right cushion, near the pocket? Can he screw up off that to dislodge them two reds off there?
Yeah, it's definitely an option, that is.
Even if he misses them, he's on the one up on the top cushion. But then he's got that tricky ball to navigate into on the left cushion as well.
Extension called.
Yeah, so now he's on that anyway, and he can get them out.
Yeah, and he's always obviously got the reds at the bottom of the table to land on as well. If the
cannon goes a bit awkward, it gets a thin contact and comes all the way down. Like I said, it's just going to be that one on the left cushion that's causing him a bit of grief. I'll tell you what. I think he might be able to get on it now though. Screw back straight into the yellow. Still awkward though. It's gone to go round now, and just not enough beans.
Still got a chance though. Yeah. If you can pop the one at the bottom of the table,
Yeah, on the left ball. I think go up again. A chance into luck though, aren't you? Going up in between them. I think just double kiss it on top of the other yellow or snooker. Well, it's not snooker, is it? But he's left him a plant here. Scott's talking to himself in the corner over there. I don't think he's too happy with that. I think he expected him to be snookered. I suppose with where the red is on the right hand cushion, it would have been a bit of an awkward one to get out and sort of make sure he's left it safe.
Yeah. I think he's probably just, Scott's obviously a great player. He's probably just a little frustrated that the match is gone, really.
Wow. Again, though, I don't think he's really left him a lot here. If he can't creep past the black, he's going to have to, either play the sort of similar shot he's just played before, clip him up and maybe leave him the one in the middle of the table, but he can't really go anywhere with that, can he?
No.
Maybe even clip off the one near the right-hand side, try and go up in behind it. He's gone for the double, and he's absolutely nailed it.
Great shot.
That was...
all or nothing.
Yeah, I was about to say the other term then, but I remembered you can't swear on it.
It's a great shot though, and that's something that Scott probably needs to kickstart
confidence booster. Yeah, he's grabbed the ball by the horns there, and it's paid off for him. Still not out of the woods though. Oh, it's a cracker.
Good shot. Yeah.
We just got it popping up on our screens, coming up at 12:30. Neil Raybone v Seb Webb. Should be a cracker of a match. Neil is open on his part, not Seb's. Ooh, he's pinged round off there a bit.
Yeah, it has.
Bit lively. I did notice that yesterday. They're quite, because some of the cushions are playing a little bit dead, and some are pinging off. It was quite weird when we were practicing. Didn't have the privilege to get in the arena table and practice, but that's Paul Riley in there. That's a great shot from Scott.
Yeah, it's a great shot. It's a great finish from where he was.
Rob Warren's gone off the live game, so I'm assuming he's gone through quite comfortably. I think it's about 11-5. Gary Clark back to 6-all from 6-0 down.
Boyle to break, leading 6 frames to 4. Time running.
So 6-4 to Mark Boyle now. Marsh has a really good break there.
Extension called.
So Mark's on yellows there now, and I think he'll be looking to possibly pot the yellow. Well, I think he's landed a little bit straight, but I think he'll be looking to pot the yellow in one of the middles and run into the red and the black. And then leave his last yellow. And then so he's on the black. So he's just got to make sure he gets the correct angle now on his second but last yellow. I think he's underscrewed that ball, so he's not got the perfect angle now on the yellow to run into the red and the black. So yeah, he'll most likely have to look at just basically potting his last yellow and hopefully getting on the black in maybe the bottom left-hand corner. And that's what he's looking at now. So the black obviously goes in the bottom left-hand corner. So it's black for 7-4. Seven four, Mark Boyle.
Is that another break dish?
Yeah, it was a good finish. To be fair, I think when he was actually clearing up, he wanted to leave an angle on the one of his last yellows to go into the red and the black, but he underscrewed his third yellow, last yellow.
Right.
So he ended up potting the black long, but it was a good finish. And obviously a big throw in the match, really, because obviously
6-5 or 7-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does look like he's getting there. You know, see you build usually through a tournament. You know, scrape, not play your best pool early doors. Got Greg Batten on the hill against Mark Fleming, 10-2. That is an absolute mauling. I'm not sure what's happened there. Greg must have played well. Ross Smith, 9-8 up on Max Nosko. Nice drink, courtesy of Lee Kendall.
Trailing 4 frames to 7. Time running.
I think I might take up residency this weekend. Treat it like royalty. It's just not what he needs, is it? And he's straight back to his seat. Straight back to his seat.
1 free
I think the way it's going, he's looking at he's not really happy with the long road he's going to have to be going down after this. How many matches is it in total if you lose in the first round losers?
I'm not sure now because obviously they've changed the
Changed
format
to
of
the last 16, yeah.
But I know it's quite a few. Yeah, I know it's quite
How
a
many
few.
matches have you got to win to get through? So it's 1, 2, 8, 64, 32.
Well, I think you have to win 4 matches. You have to get to the quarters basically to get to the last 16. And then, so eight players come through from the winner section and 8 players come through from the losers. So you have to win 4 matches.
So it's last 1, 28, 64, 32, 16. So if you win 4 matches, you're in. Yeah, it's quite. I think it's good they've changed the format. I think it was too long the other way around, wasn't it?
Yeah. 4 matches sounds easy, isn't it?
Yeah. Just have to beat a couple of world champions and that on the way through. But obviously with that changing, you can have quite a nice section of the group. You might have 1 or 2 tough players to play. Just depends on the results around you, doesn't it? But I think you're always going to have a tough draw in this event. But if you're playing well, you've got all the chance, especially at these rules. And Mark with relative tap-ins again, really, for a guy of his standard. It's just not quite clicked for Scott this match.
No. And obviously that's the thing when when you're going in off the break. You very rarely win the frame. You very rarely come back to the table.
Yeah, especially with see in world rules, they're sort of looking to keep the 2 shots and go and try and develop as they go. But with this, you just sort of more direct, get your balls out, then go.
I reckon 8 to 9 times you break at black ball and pot the white, you don't come back to the table.
No, unless you leave a really horrible pack. But in that case, I always sort of just open them up anyway, see what you're left with, really, because you're still in control because you've got the other visit. He's a bit low there anyway. I suppose he just plays it into the top left now, drops it in middle, clips it in, comes down for the black.
Yeah.
Ideally, would have liked to have been a bit higher there, get the one out of the middle.
You might even leave the one in the middle till last.
Yeah. So you don't know. I think he's playing it now, isn't he? Oof. No. Okay. Just screw back off the cush. Probably about 6 inches off.
You could even just drop it in and then just pop the yellow and come off the cushion with the white. You fully expect more. It'd be a big shock if you didn't get these.
Yeah. A little bit of the left-hand side,
He's getting to the stage of the match now for Scott. He needs things to happen.
He needs to have a big run, doesn't he? Good 3 or 4 frames, just run them off, because otherwise Mark's going to keep just taking what he's got. And this will be just a confidence booster to Boyle, because obviously he's running quite a lot of frames in one visit, and obviously knocking out, well, putting him into the loser's side. Obviously the guy that's won the first session, the first comp. Sorry, it's a big confidence boost to him, because I don't think Mark had won too many games in the world rules side of it. Obviously back to what he does best. Right, so we've got Greg Batten on the hill against Mark Fleming 10-2. Got Jack Whelan on the hill against Carl Sutton 10-6. Dom Cooney 9-8 up on John Chapman. Clint's beating Ryan Milson 8-3. Max Nosco Ross Smith 9-all. Big frame. Ooh. Tell you what, if he's breaking like this all weekend, he's going to be dangerous.
Yeah.
He is dangerous anyway, but
Yeah, he will be dangerous because he doesn't really, Mark doesn't really miss that many finishes.
no.
So, you know, if he gets his hand on the table, he will knock him in most of the
You
time.
got to be praying, yeah,
Mm.
praying for a miss, which don't come often. Are you looking at reds or yellows?
Mm.
Don't think that yellow sneaks in the middle, does it?
No. There's problems with both sets, really.
Yeah. I think you've got bigger targets to aim at for developing from reds.
Mm.
Because I just can't see where you'd get the development on that yellow near them reds.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, look. Using Scott's ball to knock it out.
Yeah.
See, now I think he could play this, with top, and go toward, if he can, in towards the awkward balls he's got, relying a bit on luck.
Yeah, definitely can, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. Just got to make sure he gets a good contact and the right contact to get a development, because he should be on a ball if he gets the right contact, but. Well, I think he's left himself pretty perfect, hasn't he?
It's okay there, yeah. So you can pop the one in the corner and then just run into the...
Yeah. I'm thinking are they low enough that the double's on? He's maybe looking to go into it from a different angle.
Yeah, he's looking at potting the long red and then...
Coming across, and then he's guaranteed on something, is he? Pretty
Yeah.
much if he goes that way, yeah.
He's looking at potting long red there and then potting the red next to the yellow and then using the yellow to develop the two reds.
No, he missed it.
Missed the ball, yeah.
That's you saying that you don't miss many balls, look.
Mm.
Max Nosko 10-9 up, so he's on the hill. Carl Sutton's clawed one back. He's now 10-7 down to Jack Whelan. Toby Bolt, Andrew Mackay, 6-5. Jimmy Croxton, Shane Thompson, 7-6 down to Jimmy Croxton. Craig Batten has now just got over the line against Mark Fleming, 11-2. That's a surprise. That's such a heavy one-sided scoreline.
10 seconds.
Thought that would have been close between them two.
Yeah, I thought that would be a close match. I mean, that was actually one match I actually left alone in the betting. Because,
I looked at it and I was seeing Mark practice yesterday against Mark Boyle, and I just thought 6-4 was quite big value. Like you say, they're not all going to come off your big prices, but it seemed this morning there was quite a lot of close games with, it could go either way. So I sided with the bigger prices and it's not paid off. Paid Jed this morning. Neil's got his slip out. Checking how he's getting on. Nosko up 1-10, look, and he's 10-9. Ooh. What will you get back for that? About 25 quid?
Probably our Jed money.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, not much.
Nah, Jed took a hammering, didn't he, last event?
How did he?
First day, 13 grand down.
Really?
Yeah, there's numerous people that come up to me because I was commentating and they were going. I was watching Ben 40 v Ben Davies, and Ben 40 was 10-6 up.
I saw that match, yeah.
And Ben Davies was needed by about 6 people for like 12 fold accumulators that had £20 on there, like £1,300 each. And yeah, he come in. Jed was sick as a dog.
I don't really know that Ben 40 as well, but he missed an easy chance to win as well.
Well, yeah, he's had balls up the rail to win, and they're not easy up the rail, but someone of his calibre. But obviously, it's just a bit too much pressure for him, really. I think. Yeah, that would have been a big scalp. Big scalp. Dom Cooney, John Chapman, both pals I think as well from the same area. 9 all. Is he back double in this?
Yeah, it must be.
See, I thought he would have stunned it and then played down the rail for the bag if he missed. But I suppose with this, he'd get an automatic position, in on the bottom.
Yeah, but the thing is, it does look quite thin, so
He might lose it,
He might
bounce
be able
up.
to hold, yeah.
Yeah.
But obviously, I think he's left it like that because he knew if he went too far, the double wouldn't even on.
Yeah.
So he's like kind of left a shot.
No, he hasn't. I don't. Yeah, he's not happy with it. See, would you be going to get this out or just drop? Oh, where's he gone here? Has he gone? Yeah, I think he's in spot bother, isn't he?
Yeah. He's just not looked himself in this match for me.
No. I think he's been chasing quite a lot because obviously Mark's not really missed a lot. He's forcing Scott into quite a lot, and early doors obviously had a couple of chances, and that he's missed. And I think in the end he's just chasing finishes that a player his caliber can get, but they're probably 2, 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
And obviously when you're playing like a Mark Boyle, unless you've got everything coming off, you're going to be in a bit of trouble if you're playing like that. He's played quite a good shot there, but I think he's going to come back to the table in a spot of bother.
Yeah, it's a good containing shot.
Just leaves Mark a snooker and player of his touch. You think he'd be getting it? I was thinking I'll be tempted to come down, and this one near the bottom, near the left middle, just knock it off. So leaving it so he can't pot the yellow, but.
He might be, yeah, he's looking at just playing the plant here and then,
just to get the bag,
if he doesn't even go, he's still okay, really. He's probably finished as bad as he could have finished.
Yeah.
For Mark, that is.
Yeah. Scott's jumped out of his seat. Chad Whelan has just got the win against Carl Sutton.
See, the Scots played a great shot there, to be fair, but this is an absolute steal if he wins this frame.
What are you doing? Dropping it in, back double?
Yeah. Yeah, just drop it in and double the last yellow.
Stun it just so you've got, so you've got just a straight. I was wondering what he was doing.
He obviously couldn't drop it in.
Had a bit too much angle.
Yeah.
He's played it well though. Just a straight off. Either you can screw it off the cush or just run it through off the cush. Depends how he fancies playing it. Personally, I'd be screwing it. I think the cushions, the way they're sliding a little bit, you get truer if you screw the ball. Just hit it with a little bit more pace, which he is screwing. There you go. Ooh. A little bit harder than I thought.
It's a good finish, to be fair, because it keeps him in the match. One thing I do like about Scott's game is obviously he's got a really good break, and I feel like he doesn't shy away from any shot.
No,
So
if you're behind at that point, you thought you might go a bit more containing to try and contain Mark, but obviously he's not. He's just going to hitting him straight on the head.
And when he faces a difficult shot as well, he doesn't seem to like build it up as a really big shot.
Scott Gillespie to break, trailing 5 frames to 8. Time running.
Scott could massively do with the big break this year. And obviously with the big break he's got, he's more than capable. He's hit the white sweet as a nut there. And I tell you what, they've come out pretty nice. He's got to be looking at yellows, I think. Play the red onto the yellow over the top left pocket now, maybe.
Seconds. Extension called.
Shane Thompson, Jimmy Croxton 8-7 to Jimmy at the moment. Richard King 8-6, sorry 8-5 up on Adam Marlowe. Sam Mills, Govey Gills 6-all. Not doing bad, Govey, considering you're using your breaking cue after your Ferrell split. Lee Clough 7-5 up on Jeremy Hooper. Clint Ianson 9-3 up on Ryan Milson. So as I thought, Scott opted for yellows. He's played that well. He's found the gap for the yellow at the top of the table. I think he's perfect. Max Nosko has just won 11-9 by the look of it. I can see him putting his jacket on. Don Cooney on the hill against John Chapman, 10-9. Big shot here from Scott. Oof, he'd overhit it as well. So now a great chance here for Mark Boyle. Scott shaking his head in his seat.
Seconds. Extension called.
Again, a reminder on the next on the main arena stream table is Neil Raybone v Seb Webb. Should be a very high standard dish fest. Now Mark in the driving seat here. I think he'd be taking these out. confident strike there from Mark. Puts himself in A1 position here. Jeremy Hooper 7-6 down to Lee Clough at the moment, so he's on a fight back. Just crept this way in there. Might need a little bit of force there to get through. He's going to be leaving himself a relatively long black, I think. It. Slight angle to stun down. Ooh. Wouldn't expect Mark Boyle to be missing that. Now he's opened the door for Scott here. So for the life, it's looking 8-6, which really should have been 9-5 to Mark Boyle. Cole Bedford is in the building. So yeah, it's a let off for Scott there. Sorry. Yeah, didn't expect Mark to be missing that black. A bit of a shock there. So yeah, there's a black miss from Mark Boyle there.
Yeah, I just saw it as I was
It
heading back.
wasn't easy, but you'd expect a player of his calibre to be getting it. Cool, we got Jimmy Croxton on the hill against Shane Thompson. It's all pretty close games going on, to be honest. Got Richard King on the hill against Adam Marlowe.
So 8-6 now to Mark.
Yeah, it's a let off for Scott. I think you know, that could be the turning point in the match, because I think he's let Mark off quite a few times earlier in the match. So I think, yeah, it might be a little momentum switch here, and Scott's got a bit about him if he thinks, you know, Mark's gonna miss like he just has there.
Because obviously Mark was 8-4 up, wasn't he, as well? And then
Exactly, that was, like I said, that was to go 9-5, and now it's 8-6. A bit too close for comfort. Golden break. Mark Boyle wins the match.
yeah. What's your thoughts on that rule?
What, like 9 ball?
No, like in terms of, obviously he's a really good break there, but he's been very unlucky that the black's potted. In my view, I think the black should
Go back on the spot.
and he should carry on.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'd love that. I was breaking for fun yesterday off the getting the black.
I just think that he's a really good break there. His odds on to clear the yellows
Yeah.
up.
Well, I had 2 in a row yesterday where the black went in, so it's just more the annoyance of having to re-rack them twice. So.
But
Yeah.
you get down there thinking, no, there's no chance of me potting the ball, I'm going to go in off.
But then again, okay, so what happens? Obviously, they just mentioned the new Supreme rules. We haven't really read them, but we just heard an inkling that if that is the case, the black's potted off the break, that it's then re-spotted.
There you go.
The amount of times that happens is quite majestic. But obviously, I said with that, obviously, if you pot the black off the break, what about if you don't put a colour? So it gets re-spotted. So obviously, if you haven't made a colour, but you've made the black,
You basically put the black back on, you carry on.
yeah, but what you do,
You do the
even if you've just potted the black off the break,
yeah, because you've still potted the ball.
it's quite an interesting rule, isn't it? Because I know obviously more than likely if you pot the black, you do usually get another ball off the break, but just sort of a thinking point.
So at the end of the day, obviously, you pot the black just off the break, and the black only. Obviously, when you break, you have no idea what ball you're in the pot. So it just keeps you at the table. So you just respot the black and you carry on.
So is this Goobsy now back at the table? It is, isn't it?
But I believe it works the other way as well. So like, say if you pot, it's a really good break, and pot like a couple of yellows, a couple of reds, and the black and the white goes in. Your opponent comes to the table
With the black respotted,
the black respotting and white in hand. So you still get punished for it in the bad break.
So what happens if obviously the black spot's covered? As close as below, like snooker?
Yeah, it must be, yeah.
Yeah. See, I tell you what here, look. 8-7 by the look of it.
Well, I just called it just then that you just think that you're going to go in off or something.
Yeah,
'cause
something's
really
going to happen, yeah. Venue starting to fill up for the second session. As I said, well, we got Seb Webb versus, in the commentary box, Neil Raybone. Score prediction, Neil?
Hopefully we win. I'll take a win.
Take 11-10. Yeah, I can't remember what the odds were. They obviously didn't have them up for the second session, but I saw them on the other bookies. I think Seb was about 2-1, I think.
Is he?
Which I think's a bit short, playing obviously a player like yourself, but depends obviously if he gets older and electrocutes you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose. Electrifies you, should I say. So Dom Cooney, I believe, oh no, sorry, that was at 10-0. John Chapman and Dom Cooney, so we don't know who's won. It's just popped off the screen. I should have been keeping a closer eye. These look like a formality here again. Mark, see now this is just a massive momentum swing, isn't it? From what should have been 9-5 to 8-7.
Yeah, and
Scott's going to be breathing confidence now.
And it just proves that, even if you're at 8-4 up in a match, you do have to keep your foot on the, accelerator to a degree.
Gas, yeah. Well, especially with players like this.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think at 8-4 as well was the time that Mark came to the table, played the full length plant and left that gap for the yellow.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's must got sent.
And then he
double
played an
slash yellow.
absolute amazing shot to knock out the ball, yeah, and left himself a double. Yeah. I think he's just got enough nice little angle here just to stun it across just a tad, so then he can get nicely down towards the black after. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's quite hard to tell the angle sometimes, isn't it? Craig Moneymaking Lakin has just appeared in his attire for the next session. Not sure who he's got actually. There you go, look. 8-7.
8-7 match on. Game on.
The only bad thing about that is that your game's going to be a little bit delayed now by the look of it.
Yeah. It's been quite a long match, hasn't it, really? But I think it's because there was a few mistakes, wasn't there, towards definitely the start of the match.
Yeah, so they were just sort of second guessing themselves a little bit, just trying to make sure of the frames, which obviously Mark did better than Scott early on, but obviously now the mistakes are creeping in for Mark, and let Scott back in the door when the door was just ajar, really. It wasn't open. And now he's got him back in there. Have we got any comments for Neil? Questions for Neil or myself? Got 66 viewers.
Really?
A bit early in the morning for people, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, it's Friday as well. They're at work.
Yeah.
It's all right. Get your iPhone out, stick it under your desk. Be all right. Pezza Perry, volume levels are bad from comms. Put your gobs on the mic.
Scott, Gillespie to break.
Sorry, Pezza, I'll just eat
Sorry,
the
Pezza.
microphone, mate. I'll get it a bit closer.
Family.
Work, schmirk, Mark Gargan. He gets the ball. Ooh, he's got one, hasn't he, as well. Tell you what, Reds are looking quite nice. Lee Clough pulling up 8-6 on Jeremy Hooper.
Time running.
Yeah, Lee Clough's a great player, and he had quite a bit of time out of the game, to be honest. But
Taxi driver, isn't he?
yeah, he's
Blackpool.
taxi driving Blackpool, yeah, and he's come back and
He's
playing.
been doing damage up north, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Been winning a lot of the tours and stuff up there.
Yeah, he's a very experienced player, to be honest.
Yeah, world finalist, semi-finalist?
Not sure if I don't think he was in the world final.
Semi then, I think,
Possibly
maybe.
semi or quarters.
Yeah, I know he used to be there or thereabouts.
But he's been a great player for a couple of years. I think he's won tours before.
Got Jordan Shepherd watching online.
No.
One of your tips for the weekend there,
Yeah.
Neil? What's that? That a little rivet or something there on the table seemed to just come across a bit.
Not sure he's come far enough now to cut the red in.
And the thing is, if he does go for it and don't get it, he's dislodging the yellow, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think they're getting a few of the second session games on early doors. Being in the commentary box probably saved myself a few quid rather than betting. After that first session disaster.
I'm still going, I think.
Yeah, who'd you need? Cloughie and... he was a good bet. I thought Neil... That Jay Dewar, never seen him play. I know Neil's quite solid. I put Dewar in my bet, but... obviously he says he was practicing with Farnsworth.
Mm-hmm.
Like 9-0 and that, so I thought, quite a good bet, but... Should the Blackpool events not be played on the blue cloth? Well, it is the Strachan tour, isn't it? They're sponsored by Strachan, and they don't have a blue cloth in Strachan, do they? And obviously these are nap cloths. That's Simonese, isn't it?
Yeah, well, basically, obviously the blue cloth plays on the
IPA,
IPA tour.
yeah.
He's actually Strachan cloth now, because Strachan bought out
Simonese.
So he's called the Strachan 861 cloth.
I was wondering what that was, yeah.
But he does play. I actually mainly play on that blue cloth, to be honest, rather
Yeah,
than
'cause
the
of the
green
tour.
one. And it does play completely different to the green cloth.
Yeah, because this is like a special blend cloth, isn't it, for this event
It is,
only,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Strachan 10 or something they've called it now,
Yeah.
I think.
But I think this is just like an interim solution, really, because I know Lee's working with
Strachan to get his own cloth.
To get his own cloth, and I don't think it's that far away now.
Wasn't it like a grey colour? Is that
it's like
right?
a grey silvery colour, yeah.
It's a great shot from Mark there, but he's got a lot of work to do here.
Yeah, he's in a bit of trouble here, really.
Well, the only thing is, I'm thinking, obviously play this cut now, dislodge. And he could get, if he gets up the table off that one on the middle, he's got the double, and he's got a couple of doubles up there.
Yeah, I think that's the only way he can, really clear, really, that he knocks in 2 doubles.
Or double and dislodge. Like that. Look, there's one. Play the one on the left here, come across.
Yeah, he's actually got the way that's just come out. He's actually got a chance now, like to get on the balls now rather than actually double them, because he could pop the yellow in the left centre, come off 1, 2, 3 rails.
Yeah, and leave himself the angle to go across.
Yeah, leave the yellow in the right centre and then float up and take the 2 yellows down here, the bottom left. But obviously, it's a very tricky finish, really.
That's what I think. I'd think I'd be trying to drop to the double, because if you underrun it, you've got the double into the top right. So he's hit that well. It's perfect. Breaks. Yeah, he's hit that well. If everyone can obviously share the post, obviously in the stream that they're watching on, get as many viewers today as we can. That'd be brilliant. Yeah, that's what he's looking at, the double, and then screw up and just knock it out slightly. So what do you prefer, blue cloth?
I personally prefer the blue cloth, but that's the only reason, because I'll play it
Play
quite
on
a
it all
lot.
the time,
I've
yeah.
got a table at home, and I use it's got the blue cloth on.
Ah, nice.
So I mainly just play on that, really. But this is a really
this
good
is the
cloth.
shot you've said. Oh, I'll tell you what, bottom right.
Yeah,
And knock it out.
Yeah.
Some shot, that.
I do like the way that Mark plays the game, because he does try and get on balls rather than, dislodge and chance his luck.
Yeah. Kevin Moyles is watching. I know he's due up here tomorrow afternoon, I believe.
Mr. Calcutta himself.
Mr. Calcutta. He's just coming to pick up his winnings, I'm sure, from the Sunday. With his orange gear on. See, I thought he'd be playing this into the bottom right. He's not. He's going down.
Very tough
strange.
shots.
Yeah, I think it's a strange shot. It's a lot bigger pocket going to the bottom right.
Yeah, it's a very tough shot, that was.
I talk like I know how to play the game, but talk the talk, but not walk the walk. No, it's it's a tough shot. I thought that was the easiest shot, and obviously it was dislodging. So if anything, he was pushing the ball down closer towards this pocket, maybe even over the middle. Player of his potting ability, you'd think that would be his choice. Hi lads from Mr. Calcutta. I hope you've bought Neil Raybone. Kev, he's on it this weekend.
But this match is just completely turning on its head, really.
This is what I said from that black miss. Now Scott's feeling it.
And the thing is, now obviously we can see the players, or where we commentate, and you can actually see that Scott's got like an extra stride in his step now. He's just walking around the table a lot more confident.
Shout out for my pal here in Zurich, for Hussein, for Kevin Moyles, and Minnesota Fats would like a shout out. Yeah. Lee Clough 9-6 now. Gary Clark was 6-0 down. He's now 10-9 up on
Really?
Dylan Leary. What a turnaround that is, 6-0 down.
Mm.
It's like my last one, 5-1 down I was in the last tour. Jason Morris.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, got there in the end. But 8-all. Looks like we're in for a few more frames yet.
Scott Gillespie. Mark Boyle to break. 8 frames all.
So we're now coming to the business end of this match now. 8-all. I think Mark was 8-4 up as well. So obviously it's a really big break for him now. Nice a dry break for Mark. So I think obviously he's got to come to the table. I think he'll be looking to take yellows and the first shot. You could pop the long yellow that's kind of on the blue spot. Or we could... there's a few options really, but I think he'll definitely be looking to take yellows.
10 seconds. Extension called.
So yeah, Scott's obviously potted that first yellow like I thought, and yeah, I mean you'd obviously fully expect him to take the finish out now. To be honest, there's a few ways you can go. The black goes into the right middle and the left corner, so he's definitely got options. So it looks like that Scott's going to leave the plant at the top of the table till last. I actually thought he may have got rid of that sooner, to be honest, but because it looks like, you know, he's got to obviously control the first yellow he hits when he plays the plant. Just got to play that very well. Just got to be careful now that when he plays the plant, he controls the other yellow, the first yellow he hits. Good shot. I'll probably just look to pot the shell and then screw back to the side cushion and leave a long black. And then that'll be for 9-8 Scott from Norway, really, being 8-4 down. But he's he definitely looks a lot more confident now. So this black for 9-8.
Scott Gillespie.
Good black there from Scott. So yeah, 9-8 there. Next frame's a big frame. So Ben, while he was away there, Scott knocked in a good finish.
I was watching in the corner. Yeah, he did take him out nice, and I just think the momentum's completely switched now, hasn't it? Completely switched.
You can tell by the body language
Mark
of both
looks
players.
dejected a bit. You know, it looks like he's he's having a bit of a tough time. And Scott now sort of ready to get out of his seat straight away. Obviously, I'm assuming it's his break, but yeah, he looks like he's up for it now, doesn't he? Yeah.
So this is obviously a big frame now because, you know, Mark was 8-4, what wasn't he? So
Yeah, 9-8, massive frame now.
massive, yeah. Scott just looks a lot more upbeat now and more
It looks like
confident.
he's cueing well, doesn't he, as well? You know, he's just being a bit more clinical, more so than he was earlier in the match.
What I would say is that Mark's got like a really good temperament, so I do
I
think
wouldn't count him out of it just yet.
No, not at all.
But obviously he's got to be playing on his mind. That black he's missed to go 9-5. Doesn't want to be dry here, and he is. Mark opted for yellows. They're all there. Bit of a tricky one here. Gets it. Should fancy it.
He's not hit that red exactly as he planned.
He's still right though, isn't he? He just wants to be a little bit either high on the yellow below the black or low, so he can just stun and nudge it up just so he's on the other yellow. Anything but straight.
When he potted that ball just though, I think he wanted to land straight on the yellow next to the, you know, where he's next to now.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
It's definitely a lot tougher than what it was.
10 seconds.
Yeah, just that's what I'm thinking though. With the momentum swing, it just seems everything just seems to go against you, and you know now whereas Scott, anything he seems to be play is just always precise and just what he needs.
Yeah, the game's mentally tough sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, we got 10-all between Gary Clark and Dylan Leary. Gary Clark was 6-0 down. Lee Clough 10-7 up. Clint Hansen just 1-11-6. Neil Wren 9-6 up on Jay Dewar. Andrew Mackay 8-7 up on Toby Bolt. Govey Gill losing 10-7 to Sam Mills. He's played that well.
Not sure if he's too close to it though.
Well, I'm just thinking if he nicks it ever so fine, he might be able to Nick off the left side cushion, just glancing the red to bring himself back out. Quite nice, but he needs to be leaving himself pretty straight, I think, doesn't he, to be able to get back and up the table and down. I think it's just a bit of an awkward transition, isn't it?
I actually think he's struggling now, to be honest. I think he's going to have to take the yellow in the middle, the yellow in the corner. I think he's too close to the yellow to cut it in. And like you say, every cannon he's played in this frame has gone slightly wrong.
Yeah, he's going to the top by the look of this.
Great.
I couldn't see the laptops in the way of the computer. Great shot. And now he's back in A1 position here, as Nick Finn would say. It's a great shot.
Great shot.
I'm not sure I'd have been going too close to that. That's a cracker.
That's like I was saying, you know, he's got a really good temperament, and
nothing to faze him.
No, and obviously, you know, where he was with 3 yellows to go, you know, it was a tough pot really. And he knows if he missed it, there was a good chance Scott was going to be on the hill. So
yeah, we're up to 100 viewers. We're on 99 now.
Oh, come on, give us 100.
Yeah, we just had it. It's just flicked back down. Someone obviously heard we were on there and just clicked back off. Had enough.
Graham, back forward.
Okay. Okay.
Mark, Boyle to break, 9 frames all, time running.
Oh no. Oh no. See what I mean about it? It just seems to be going against him at the moment.
Yeah.
Can't be happy with that.
We're at the stage of the match now, Ben,
You
where
can't afford them.
that could be his last shot.
Correct, yeah. Scott to break next. Got to be going reds here.
I think he could go reds or yellows, really.
Yeah, I suppose with the free ball there, I just think there, well, I suppose you can play the one down the right-hand side rail past the reds, and then you've got them both into the left side of the table.
Yeah, I don't think there's much in it whether you can go reds or yellows.
Seconds. Extension called.
I think, like, obviously, there's work to do in both, really, in terms of if you go yellows, you've got to get on the 2 yellows near the bottom of the table.
What's he looking at here? Reds, isn't he? He's going to play the yellow safe down on the rail? Yeah.
So the work for going Reds is obviously he's got to make sure he gets on the bottom, the Reds at the bottom of the table.
With
correctly.
enough angle, yeah. Just to stun into it full ball or even half ball left-hand side. Just to leave himself open on it. Neil Wren on the hill against Jay Dewar. That's going to be an interesting one. Ben Forty, Ryan Pisani, George Tierney, Phil Naylor, 1-1. I'll tell you what, that's a corker. Tom Cousins v Declan Brennan. That's a good game. See Declan winning a £41,000 money match last weekend.
I don't really know Declan.
No, I know he was practicing a lot with Ronan McCarthy.
Okay,
yeah, I think they were pretty confident from the side of it. I was speaking to Declan yesterday, and I think between him and his girlfriend, I think they had quite a sizable amount of money on him.
Yeah.
So obviously he was really confident going into it, and he's walked away with a spoils, which
What was the score in the match?
25-20, I think, or 25-19.
Okay, so it's relatively close.
Yeah, Seb was miles behind. He was it 16-9 or something like that? I can't remember. He was miles behind. I think he pulled it back to like 2019 or 19 all, I think, actually. But yeah, it's a hell of a close game. But obviously then, because I think Seb just sort of got going in the middle of the match. But obviously Declan, very solid. So any mistake that was made, he was pouncing. So obviously early on it cost him. I think Seb didn't quite look himself early doors. Just didn't quite settle. He's not got on that well, has he? Unless he goes with a bit of left. Or is he coming out and going for it there?
Yeah, this is always going to be the problem within the frame. It's not a major problem, but it can go
But
wrong.
I'm thinking if you go now with it left into it, and then obviously you've got the angle to go up in behind and just drop the one in middle. He played it well. I just think, he's then got to navigate around the yellows, hasn't he? Now obviously he's got an added yellow there as well.
Yeah.
What, just a bit of check into the bottom yellow?
Yeah, just
aim for that gap.
You would be very unlucky not to be on the black still in the middle then.
Nah, he's just checked it across. Great shot. Momentum fully swung, hasn't it? No. And that is why he is an event winner.
Yeah.
He's holding himself together well, coming back.
I think obviously Mark's given him a few chances, from 8-4 up, but he's obviously, took them well, and he looks definitely more confident out of the two now.
Definitely. Best go back and get changed myself in a minute. On at 3. I'll be here for half 2. Yeah. On the stream table as well. Not the main arena, just on one of the other ones. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. 4 stream tables for an event.
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah. I think your bet has come in, Mr. Rayburn.
Is it?
Yeah. Look at him. Look, got a grin. Look, he's winning before he's even got on the table.
Scott Gillespie to break, leading 10 frames to 9.
See, I did think in this the value was Scott. Like I said, they're both as good as each other.
Yeah, it wasn't much in it, was it?
Nah. So you just got to sometimes look at the price. Yeah, and look, he's made a ball, and oh my God, look at them reds. Oh, yellows.
Or yellows.
Whatever you like. Yeah. I suppose the red's a little bit more difficult, isn't it, with the first one? If you play it along the top rail, then you've got tap-ins.
Yeah.
As your yellows are a little bit more easy for your first visit. Yeah. I think we could be seeing Scott winning this match at this point. great turnaround if that is the case.
Yeah, brilliant turnaround, really. Yeah, brilliant.
It's all stemmed from that black though to go 9-5.
I think he will go yellows actually. I think he'll take the yellow in the middle, or the right middle, first shot,
And then play the top one.
No, I think he'll float down for the yellows to round the black.
Okay.
And then I think he'll
Go back up
his
there.
last yellow will be the yellow next to the red.
Yeah, and get up there one before for that other one. So he had a choice there, didn't he? I think does that go past that red? Looks like it should.
Yeah, if this yellow goes past the red, obviously we can't really tell from where we're sitting. It's a really good chance really to win the match.
Toby Bolt, Andrew McKee, tight game. Obviously it doesn't. A bit out of position there, isn't he?
He wanted a thicker contact on that.
Yeah.
See, these are the things now. It's just slightly out of position there. He's kind of the white. You're chasing the finish a little bit because the white's
Again,
going around the
like
table.
he was earlier in the match. But obviously it's not as difficult a pot. But just think, he's got to hit this soft to be able to land on that one at the top.
He might actually come off like 3 cushions here. Yeah.
He's been a bit unlucky.
But that stemmed from the shot before.
Yeah, where he's left himself bad on that. So got his just desserts in a way.
And now everything's becoming a little bit more difficult. He's not really good on any yellow, is he?
No.
Obviously, the easy pot is the yellow next to the red, but then you're not really that sure where the white's going.
No. I think he's looking to play a little cannon here, isn't he? Into the other yellow. Not that yellow, but I think he's got away with it. But again, it's awkward, isn't it? Because I think he's a bit too straight. He might be able to force up to that one at the top, but it's then the distance he's got to cover from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
He's forced an angle. He's played a great shot. You can see a load of bottom right hand side coming out here.
This is the shot.
Find that gap, but it's just a bit awkward to judge. You don't want to overrun it, because then he's leaving himself awkward, cutting it back. Or is he looking at going with top? Yeah, look, that's what I think. Bottom right hand side. But again, you can overcook these. You don't want to be contacting that middle red. You've got to get past it. I think he's looking to go flatter and go through the gap like that.
Great shot.
Yeah, perfect. Because I think if you're aiming to come a bit lower in, the angle's a bit finer.
You got more margin for error the way you went.
Yeah, the way he's played it there. Great shot. Tell you what, he's played well. He's played well from 8-4. Yeah. That's a great win for Scott Gillespie.
Well done.
Well, I'm going to sign off. Let's go get changed. Neil's obviously on the arena table next.
Yeah,
so I'm sure we'll see you all soon.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it all. See you soon. And just before we go, there's going to be an interview with the winner of the match you just watched, Scott. So stay tuned for that. See you soon.
was a battle of Scotland and a tough match against Mark. How did you think it went for you?
To be honest, I'm flabbergasted I won the match, to be fair, because at the start of the match I was not in it, and Mark Hank had maybe 3 or 4 breaking dishes for the first half of the match, but I was looking at the scoreline at 8-4 down, just thinking, I don't know how I'm not beat 11-0, so I tried to take some positives for that, to be honest, and which is quite embarrassing, but no, I'm over the moon. I mean, he was 8-5 up, and he missed a black for him that I thought was, he played it quite hard, and Mark's accused, so he normally cues balls in, and he just threw his arm at it and hit it hard, which is unlike Mark, but for me I think that was going to be the changing point.
Do you think he missed a ball like that because you won the first event and your profile's a bit higher now? Do you think that adds a bit of attention to the people that you're playing?
No, definitely not. I mean, he's one of the most experienced players out there. I mean, always on money matches, etc. And me and Mark know each other. Mark knows I'm a great player. I know he's a great player. So it's just one of the things that you do miss. You know what I mean? But
you do get more respect for people when they win big titles, and I think people now looking at you are thinking you're the danger in the event.
Yeah, definitely from maybe their perspective, but I've never ever thought that. I mean, I'd just get him and play the table. I think I'm as good as anybody on the day, so I don't really tend to worry about that side.
Mm-hmm. Well, a good start for the tournament. Have you looked past this round? Do you know what you got next?
No, I didn't, to be honest, because after going out first round both events the last time, I kind of looked at Mark and thought that's a tough draw, and I didn't even look further in it, to be honest.
Okay, well, best of luck in the next round. We'll see who you got.
Cheers, thanks.
And in the next arena match, it's Seb Webb against Neil Raybone, which will be a cracking match. So that'll be on in a few minutes' time. So tune in. See you shortly.
Ended up winning 6-1 second half. Let's say halfway through, it's just dry, virtually all dry breaks bar 1 or 2. It's weird.